The benefits for the flipped classroom and the advantages of the flipped classroom are pretty obvious for a student. Students are getting support during their learning process. They're getting academic support, they're getting learning support, they're provided technologies and so forth. So they're on the road to success, as a student, because the school can supply all those things. And so, but let's talk about next teachers and principals and leaders of schools, CEOs of schools, and so forth. What are the benefits and advantages for them? Well, as a teacher, oftentimes I felt like I was being judged on things that were outside of my control. I mean, if the student doesn't do their homework, if the student doesn't have technology at home, let's just say, what am I supposed to do? My role is to just provide information, and students are to practice at home. Well, the problem with that is that those things are outside of my control. But by flipping my classroom, I gain more control of the situation. And so, I'm able to help the student, I help to see the student if they're struggling, I can help them right away. And so it puts the whole dynamic of the teaching and learning in control. I can control me and my students' destiny, better. The other thing it can do is that's also true for principals. It gives them greater control, offering more support for their students because teachers are working on individual islands. Sometimes principals are frustrated because they lack control sometimes, but they know with this process that they can offer to maximize the support of their students, and then also collectively work as teams and units a lot better. And as a teacher, if I'm able to create a video and share it with my other colleagues who are in the same grade level or same subject matter, I'm actually, if we do that collectively as a group, we're reducing the workload for many of us. And so we had our teachers actually working collectively as groups, and so that therefore we could reduce the workload that oftentimes teachers, had when they were working at home and what have you. And if you're doing all the homework and all the practice in class, you don't necessarily have to take all that work home to correct, which is fabulous, right? And it's reducing the workload and stress from teachers, and also, when teachers are more satisfied with their workplace, then it makes it even better for principals and students. And so there's obviously benefits of control and reducing the work, the at-home work for teachers, so there's less burnout as well. The last thing is that you want, as a CEO or owner of a school, superintendent, as we say in the United States, what you want is you're making all this investment. So the community is making all this investment, and you want to take advantage of that investment. So if you have students, if you have experts, you have resources, technologies, spaces, furniture, all those things should be going into the student practice, right? And so imagine practicing at home where you don't have those things, right? But we made all these investments at school, but you're not using those things, right, to the fullest advantage. So by flipping your classroom, it allows ownership and people who have boards of directors to know that those resources that they have invested millions of dollars in actually are being used to their full capacity. So when you're practicing, when you're using the resources, and everybody's aligned not only with the processes itself, but with the resources that have been provided, then everybody can be satisfied that things are going very well, and that you have better control. You have many benefits from flipping your classroom, and also you're taking advantage of the resources that are available, that the investments have been made by a lot of people's hard work.